Hello, how you doing? Hello, welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with Diva D. How you doing? Shout out to Mother Wendy. Uh, girl, come on in. Come on in. I got some piping hot tea for you. Are you ready? Are you ready for this piping hot tea? So first, let's get it started, okay? We're just gonna get right on into it. We're gonna talk about Funky versus Claudia versus Flame versus Tasha K. Tasha K. So you remember in the last Piper and Hot Tea, I told you guys that Funky did a live where he said that the queen of YouTube, the queen of YouTube lawsuits, the queen of mess had come to Funky. Because, wait a minute, let me go back. Can't say she's the queen of mess, right? Because we all like a little mess. We like to sprinkle it in our video. Matter of fact, it's been so much mess going on for my piping hot teas. I missed 2 videos. I got to get. Gonna get those out today. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I gotta get on Monica, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and then baby, all the queens men is back. And I gotta give it to you real and raw like I do. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But we have to jump on this pipe and hot tea. Right. So anyway, back to Claudia versus Funky versus Flame versus Tasha K. Yeah, shout out to Armand Wiggins for that. Tasha K. Okay, so now mind you, she's trying to facilitate peace. Allegedly trying to facilitate peace. So Flame gets on his live and he decides to call Funky Junkie and everything else that allegedly Funky has going on. So Funky's like, y'all back up, back off me. Tasha K, girl, I'm gonna leave you over there. We were friends, we were friendly, we work in different spaces, we do our channels differently. Now Funky deals with the mess too. Funky deals with the mess. No doubt about it. Okay, he's the king of mess. However, Funky does conduct his channel with integrity. You don't have to conduct your channel with integrity if you don't want to. Handle your channel the way you want to. But it's a certain demographic of people that Tasha is attracted. She turned me off. I'm gonna tell you at that point when I got turned off from Tasha. Now, like I said, I love the mess. I love the mess. But it wasn't just what I found out about Cardi. I know I've talked about this before. It was sort of, in a way, a lot of it was more like how she handled Storm. Now, Storm is my guy. Okay? Right. Storm Monroe. Not Flame, but Stormy. He's my guy. So when everything went down with her and Storm, I was like, why in the hell is this lady getting into it with everybody? Now, we all have our moments where we're like, look, people, right? We all have that. We all go through that time. We just like back up and we have to just keep to ourselves. I've been there, done it, especially with people not being able to handle my personality. Because my thing with, I'm going to say simply Sakina, because a lot of people get down in her comments and I read her comments and talk about how loud she is, okay? Sakina don't do mess, okay? She only does her videos and mind her business. However, Tasha K, she will step into the mess, right? Now, I started side-eyeing her when she took sides with that whole all about the tea, Monica, Candy situation where she was big up in Monique. Now, she will delve into reality TV every once in a while, but when she started talking to Monique and she told Monique to drop those 16 bars and Monique just sat there, Hazel, yeah, sat there like a goofball. I knew then, I was like, this girl is on Monique's side through Monica. And like I've told you before, I know because I was back there. 2020 didn't have nothing on me. I was already collecting data for my future child. Yes, ma'am. And I could pop it off the top of my head what was going on at the time. So I was getting turned off by Tasha then. Okay? Turned out to her channel. Like, what's really going on here? Then she did this, like I said, fast forward, she did that whole situation with Storm. Okay. Now, Storm drags people. He, to me, in my opinion. Sometimes I just tune out when he gets into this Illuminati witchcraft type shit. Because, we don't understand fully what our spirituality can do as far as with our spirituality. You have to really study that stuff. And it comes across sometimes to me that he didn't study because it's more like what Hollywood says or how Hollywood deals with the Illuminati, right? It's a real thing. Trust me, I believe that it is. However, everything is not about that. A lot of things don't have anything to do with, uh, the dark arts or all of our spirituality is not dark, right? And if you leave Christianity and all this devil mess alone, that's your choice. Like it's my choice. When people say people have satanic rituals, it's because it's a human thing. Because in my opinion, there's no such thing as Satan. Okay? Satan lives in you. Satan walking up on the earth right next to you every day. Okay, let me get off there. But that's what turned me off sort of against Storm, and plus it got so much into that whole Kardashian thing and it was just getting on my nerves. But when things transpired between he and Tasha, I was windmilling like hell in the comments for Storm because they were accusing him of some ridiculous shit. And the thing about it is, I know I pay attention to things. And Storm was in the same field that I was. Storm was a social worker, right? Former social worker here. So a lot of things they were saying about him and this whole molesting thing and involving him and all this, talking about his weird sexual hangups and all this type of stuff. I was like, that was your former mentee. You doing him like that. It's a way to handle people without doing all of that. So I'm thinking before long, y'all watch it. If she does funky like that, I'm telling you, funky bunch. We're gonna have to come together and work with our partner funky. Now, right now, I have to say, even though I have to say again, I don't agree with a lot of shit Funky say. Funky is his own, like I said, his own brand of messy. He deals with the ladies in reality. Then to me, at some point, he got above it when he got Fox Soul. But then he realized where his true fan base is. And his true fan base, I'm keeping it 100, is right over here in YouTube. Okay? We followed him over there. And I didn't stay long over there because the show was boring to me. I'm just saying. Okay? Claudia, let me talk about Claudia. Claudia is not a good moderator. Moderators handle themselves like Whoopi. Now, every once in a while, Whoopi gets out of pocket too. Sometimes she can't take it. But like when she had that interview with Bill O'Reilly, I hadn't watched the video in a long time. I could watch it every day if I want to on my antenna. It just I got tired of the rotating table, to be honest with you. I did miss Joy when she left, but I got tired of the rotating table. That's neither here nor there. Now, like she was going through all that stuff with Storm, and I started side-eyeing her. I said, all this stuff about Storm cannot be true. If that stuff was all true about him and you thought he was a molester, why in the hell did you have your kids around him? that would be a red flag for me. Okay? Anyway, so Funky said, I'm going to leave you over there. I'm not going to address you any further. You were not my friend if you were attempting to record me. Low fucking down. Low down. I got secrets from way back in 2001-ish when I spoke to Farrah Fawcett. I ran into Farrah Fawcett in Target because I used to work there. And I still have a secret, and she long gone from here. And I still have a secret that she told me. Just about me just talking to her as a fan. And I told her, I said, I'm not going to say anything about what's going on with you. Yep. I knew things. And we talked for 30 minutes. And that was it. And I left that conversation knowing that I had built integrity with her as a person. And I knew once I started doing gossip pieces that I would also have some type of integrity. People, stop comparing Tasha K to Wendy. Wendy comes from a wealthy family. Her family owned businesses. Now, they didn't have Wendy's money, but her family owned businesses. And even though she brought out a lot of information, a lot of people wanted to jump on her because she was telling the truth. They didn't want to jump on her because she was lying. Name one lie that Wendy has told. Now, if she told some lies or she embellished some things, she did come back and have the nerve to apologize. So when did Tasha ever apologize? I'll wait. Let me know something. So, said all that to say, Funky said goodbye to you. You handling your shit the way you handling your shit, because she over there. As soon as he told her no, that's how she gets her revenge. Soon as he told her no, she doing the thumbnails and ready to strike and ready to put men against women. It's not about that. It's not about that. If you're in these YouTube streets, and like I said, I'm new in it, but I watched both of them and I see how both of them move in the YouTube streets. And my preference right now is with Storm and Funky, because Funky seems like he's more believable. And then Storm played Funky's video yesterday, and he showed where she's gonna come in. She said she's not done with you. Excuse me. Be ready for the fight of your life in these YouTube streets. Him telling her no, that fueled the flames. Okay? Be ready. Be ready for what's going on with Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart is not letting up either. And whether Kevin Hart is cheating on his wife or not, that is not the issue. The issue is your integrity, and you don't learn integrity until you go to journalism classes, until you take master's classes in journalism, until you take public relations classes, and know how to handle yourself in a with journalistic integrity. Now, I'm not sure if Funky ever took a class in journalism or not, but I'm thinking what it is his experience has taught him some things on how to, tell a story without actually telling a story, without actually adding embellishments, because you know that every time you add an embellishment and you're not telling the truth, there's a point where you can be sued, even if you add allegedly. Okay? That's just the facts. And you learn that sitting in a classroom. You learn that by, doing mock journalistic pieces. When I tell you, when I first did my journalistic piece, I did my first journalistic piece on Jackson State, on the parking at Jackson State and how they weren't accommodating to our students, our off-campus students, because at that time I had moved into my own apartment. Baby, when I tell you, I remember her to this day, named Dr. Lewis, and she had a student working for her, which was my classmate. Her name was Dawn. Dawn was working for her. And I was like sitting up there like, oh, okay, that's my peer, whatever. She had Dawn grade my paper. Paper, when I tell you she ate my paper up. No, her name was Deidre. Deidre, not Dawn. Deidre. When I tell you Deidre ate my paper up, and I'm looking at that paper like, man, I thought we was cool. I had red checks, red circles, everything all over my paper, writing at the bottom. I never forget what she wrote at the bottom of my paper. She was like, this is an opinion piece. I was like, oh, snap. Right? So you learn those types of things. What's the difference between an opinion piece and you giving your journalistic bringing in facts, okay? Even though to me it was factual that I couldn't find parking, but again, an opinion piece. And she told me that she asked me to write an actual journalistic piece. You have to know the difference, okay? So basically, what we mostly do here on YouTube are opinion pieces, but at the same time, they have to be based in fact because Google is monitoring you from afar, even my little channel, because I had put some music on one of my little videos, and I'm not nearly monetized. It's gonna be a nice little email. DVD, Country Conversations with DVD. If you don't mind taking down this video, or it won't be played in Russia, or whenever you get European content, it won't go overseas. This video will only be regulated to certain parts of the United States. Or you could take it down and redo it. They gave me two choices. Yeah, a little on me. And I'm surprised they ain't digging all off up in Tasha K shit. If they can find that on my stuff. But anyway, moving right along. Funky versus Claudia. So Funky say, ooh, look, Storm. I mean, not Storm, Flame. I don't have a problem with you. My problem is with Claudia Joy. Ooh, wee. I bet he broke the internet with that one. Funky was saying that he had so many people in his chat that it was causing him to have glitches. And he wasn't talking about shit. He wasn't. He said that little piece about him and Claudia and that his problem with Claudia, and then he started talking about basically nothing interesting, in my opinion. But he did mention who he asked us whose side we on between Sweet Tea. Segue between Sweet Tea and now tell me what you think about this thing between he and Claudia. I don't think Claudia has the chops to hold that show together with just Flame and Al boy. You can't tell me anything. Al married Star for her money, but he always says that she always knew that he's bisexual. Child. If I was her, I would have had that marriage annulled. If she didn't know he's bisexual, I would have had that marriage annulled. Because that's fraud. And you can have a marriage annulled through fraud. But Funky say that he and Al are good. Okay? So, members of the Divine Nine, okay? Okay, so let's get into Mel versus Martell. Okay, as we know, Mr. Martell LeVar Holt was arrested. Okay, He was arrested and released on a $600 bond. Now I watched the Inner Alchemist TV, but I got some of these ideas from her, which confirmed it through her readings allegedly, and in my opinion. But in all actuality, I had these same ideas myself. She pretty much said the same thing we were all thinking. When he was arrested, initially, I thought it was Ariana. Okay. Then I said to myself, I said, Self, like, huh? Could it really be Ariana? Could she really have had Motel Hotel arrested? Then I thought about that thing. And I said, no. Cause she is as dumb as a Bessie bug. Okay? You know the Bessie bug is. A Bessie bug will run right up under your foot so you can get stomped on. That's why we say dumb as a Bessie bug. Shout out to being country. But anyway, so Bessie bug, I knew it wasn't her. I was like, this is not adding up. And then I thought about Mel because a lot of people were online saying bless Mel and all this type of stuff. And then I said, yep, that's what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Before I continue, shout out to Mary J. Blige. Happy birthday, Mary. Happy birthday, Mary. Happy birthday. Okay. So, ooh. Now I'm on Instagram. Strolling through Instagram, chat. Scrolling. Not strolling. Scrolling. I used to hate when people said strolling when they were scrolling. And then I just did. Okay. So, scrolling through Instagram, one more thing about this little whole situation with TGIF. L and stuck his foot in his mouth again. L says that according to the Shade Room, that she should have stayed with Uduku because she knew Uduku was a cheating man from the beginning. Ooh, L. You are male centered. Okay? And you don't have to be, and then you're bisexual male and you male centered. You do not have to be a straight man to just be male identified. You can be that and be bisexual. And when I say male centered, I mean you don't have the wherewithal to understand that women have a different sensitivity chip. Okay, you wanted her to sit over there with him and do what? Let him continue to what? Put her life in danger? Because when a man cheats, that's what happens. If you cheat on your man, that's what's happening. That's why monogamy is all right with me. However, it's not natural. If you can come up with ways to prevent disease by sleeping with da and everybody, let me know. Because you can't. Somebody's going to always have something, as my grandma used to say, always going to have something up their tail. Especially if you're doing it with a lot of people. So, in my opinion, him being a basketball coach, no, I agree with him. That was the first time he cheated. But, okay, when a woman's fed up, she fed up. Let her go on and live her life. Collect that check and keep it pushing. Now, back to Mel versus Martell. So then I realized that it just had to be. Shout out to Mel for selling out their tour because it wasn't Carlos; it was her name that sold out the tour. But that's neither here nor there. So then I put two and two together. Watched Inner Alchemist TV. She confirmed some thoughts that I had already, and she said that Martell had done these things allegedly against Melody. So the DV charge and the harassment charge, Melody is the one who called the police, allegedly. And she had every right to, in my opinion, because I don't think he ever, and this is what the Inner Alchemist said, and I jumped down in her comments and agreed with her that I felt that before she had even read the cards, because again, Scorpios are naturally intuitive, and then Mel is Scorpio, so I feel her energy. Said that Martell never thought that he would be in a position where he would be divorced from Mel. Basically, he said it several times. You could read between the lines. Basically, what he wanted was a girlfriend and a wife. And Ariane was perfectly happy in the position being in the girlfriend position because she was eating off of Martell, who was actually eating off of Mel. Because now you can see who was the brains and the money behind the situation. Now, I wouldn't have been up for taking care of her ass either. What does Arian do? Can somebody tell me that in the comments? Does she have a job? Did she ever start a YouTube channel? She has the boutique. Do people buy things from her boutique? Excuse me. Yeah. It's hot and cold in the south, so yeah. So you're gonna get a little sniffle here and there. And again, excuse me. So we know what the real deal is. We know that this is against him from Melody. And we know that, like I said, his major thing was to be that man. He literally thought that Mel was going to continue to let him have a girlfriend and a wife. A lot of people are saying that had Mel not been on TV, she would have been content being the side piece wife. She would continue to be sister wives with Arian. Sister wives are happy. Okay? Sister wives understand their position. Mel was not content being a sister wife. I said Arian was. But now Mel was never content being a sister wife, so y'all could drop that bullshit right away. She wanted her marriage because that's what looks good on paper. She wanted him to leave Arian alone. She wanted him to stick to his vows. She wanted him to raise their children together as a couple. That's what Mel wanted. That's why Mel stayed with him. It didn't have anything to do with their public persona. She wanted a husband and her happy ending. Motel Hotel could not do that for her because he's a mattress. Okay? He liked to lay up in the bed. And then Inner Alchemist also said, which I knew as well, that, and I agreed with her on this, that Arian possesses this type of sexual chemistry and sexual draw to Martell that he just couldn't let go of, even if he wanted to. It's toxic. And I can guarantee you, in my opinion, the only place they get along is when they lay it up with each other. Her on her back, her on her knees, chop mouth heifer, and him standing in front of her, being her more like a dominant. She doesn't know how to break away from it. She pretty much said that in her interview with Tasha K, that he possesses some type of energy that draws her back to him no matter what he does. He has humiliated both of these women in public. If I don't care if it's a job or not, if you walk around in public, go to Chateau Charade where she don't pay, if you see him for a whole entire year, have her on the show and not you, business arrangement or not, storyline or not, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. This girl talks about Melody as a fool. Having the nerve to reverse every idiosyncrasy that she has onto Melody. Baby, I cannot make this shit up. That's what she does. Childish. Has no growth. If she had any damn sense, what she would have done was like, good girl. Male. Let's be grown women. We both have children by this idiot. He's a jackass. He's allegedly abusive. He's allegedly narcissistic. He's allegedly a sociopath. Let's get together and raise our children. Let our children be siblings and chunk up the deuce and go out here and find us a better man. But that sexual chemistry that she has to him, he's an incubus where she's concerned. It's not that she's a succubus, even though that's what she got him doing, down on her knees, like slapping his knob like going on a car with the hook and the curve in it. I cannot make this stuff up, people. That's not what it is. He's an incubus. He's sucking her. Remember how she talked about how young she was when they met? Sucking the youth right out of him. She don't even know it. But that's neither here nor there. I bet she's the one who bailed him out. Now, he got out of jail the same day, but those charges are still there. And allegedly, it's being confirmed that those charges were made by that good Melody Cherie. And I do believe in my gut and in my Scorpio Spidey sense cut. I believe that as well. Now, what I'm trying to find is Sweet Tea latest live where she goes in on heavily. Popped up on my timeline yesterday. I think that's the one. Let's see.
I had enough of the bullshit.
Oh, there she go.
I won't take no more of that.
She won't take no more of that. Fair use commentary.
My marriage is fine.
Her marriage is fine.
But don't act like I'm not allowed to speak on what is being told the untruth. I can speak on that.
You can. It's about time somebody attacked or went after that marriage.
I will respond.
You have the right to respond. And I'm not a fan of Sweet Tea.
I would appreciate if everyone will keep my husband out of it. Because when she said that stuff about the ex, it didn't bother me none because I know
the ex is quiet. And quiet is looking like, how I get in this?
I didn't pay it no mind because I know it ain't true. But if I go down low and I start stooping low and talking about Damon, it would be an issue. And I'm not that.
You want the receipts, baby? You want the receipts, baby girl? I got the receipts. Shout out to Mariah.
You even told me, Heavenly, that when Mariah said that she had receipts, you believed Mariah on Damon. You believed it. You told me you believed it. So that leads me to believe that he has cheated. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. You're gonna stick by your man. That is fine. A lot of y'all will. A lot of y'all will, and that's okay. That's fine. Just say that. Had enough of the bullshit. I won't take no more of that.
She said what she said. And I am completely 110% on her side there. Yes, again, Heavenly is my, and indeed, my Scorpio sister as well. However, I am tired, right along with a whole lot of people who have said, tired of her being able to skate by on that damn show and not bring anything out about her marriage. Dr. Damon could sit over there and talk talk soft and sweet and pink all he wants to. He's a goddamn cute dog. Okay? And if he ain't cheating on her now, he cheated on her. That's when they was in college for sure. I don't know no faith for Q dog. Not now. Okay? They ain't humping up them legs for nothing. Shout out to the Q dogs. Have you ever seen a Q dog when that song comes on off subject? They're gonna do a hop regardless. It's almost like it's electric. Something gets plugged into their back. It's a you can see them bouncing, getting ready. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Again, that's cute. I don't know one in my lifetime. And him, and she brags on her uterus and how they've been together 30 some years. Well, what have you been through, sis, during those 30 something years? He put you through something? Yes, ma'am. Indeed. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Bring it out of him. I love it. Yes, ma'am. And hey, baby, did I give it to you real and raw? I think I did. Right? Let me tell you, I gave it to you real and raw like I do. Enjoy this piping high tea segment. Enjoy it as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. Now let me get out here and get ready to go play bingo with the other old ladies in the community. Okay? Again, Country Conversations with DVD. Come on in, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, come on in, like, comment, and subscribe. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Oh, and one more thing. I know I hit the close button and threw up my deuces, but one more question. How do you guys feel about Heavenly on Carlos and her show saying that her mother had a better chance in hell of having a baby than Sweet Tea did walking on the earth with Dr. G? Baby, I cannot make this stuff up. This is going to be interesting on that doggone reunion stage.